Okay, yogis, let's start. Find yourselves on your mats. And for today, lucky you, we're going to start sleeping Shavasana. So we're actually going to start our practice Shavasana on the mat. Try and completely disengage from the rest of the day. So don't worry about me. I'm getting up because I need to speak. But all of you, lie down flat on your backs, completely disengage. Allow gravity to pull you down. And one good way of disengaging is to intentionally leave the past behind and walk into your present. Get into your breath, deepen your breath. Allow everything to relax, your joints, your shoulders, your hips, your ankles, your knees, your elbows. Take a nice long deep breath in. Slowly exhale. When you're ready, inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers and stretch. So try and become the longest version of yourself. Reach through your toes, reach through your fingers, reach through your palms if you've interlaced your fingers. Feel that stretch all the way from your toes right up to your fingertips. And then exhale slowly, release your arms back to your side. Set your intention for your practice today. My intention is to kind of have a workshopish practice for the crow pose or the bakasana. And don't get very worried. If you can't achieve the whole pose, no big deal. We try and do the best we can. When you're ready, bend your right knee in towards your chest. Keep pulling your right knee in towards your chest. So circle your right knee hold your right knee with your palms. Pull it into your chest and breathe. And then when you're ready, straighten out your right knee. Maybe hold on to your right big toe and see how far you can straighten out your knee. If you find you're pretty stiff, hold on to the back of your calf. Lie down, keep your head down, and gently pull your leg in towards your head. Stay holding it for just a bit. So if you're doing this right, you should be feeling an enormous stretch on your hamstring, on your right hamstring. And then see if you can pull your toes down towards your head and grow long and tall through your right heel. See if you can straighten your right knee a little more. And holding that heel up towards the sky, see if you can start engaging your core and release your arms next to you. So just hold that heel up. Push your left leg down into the mat even more. So you're working a little bit of your core, keeping your right leg up towards the sky. Now when you're ready, slowly, I'll count to 10. Get your right leg all the way down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee in towards your chest. Hold on to your left knee with both your palms. Push your left knee into the chest. Should be feeling a slight stretch on your left glute. Try and deepen your breath with your knee pushing into your chest, your thigh pushing into your stomach. And when you're ready, slowly extend your left knee. Hold on either to your left big toe or get your palms behind your left calf and gently push your leg towards your head. Keep your right heel firmly on the mat. Push your right heel into the mat. Point your left toes to your head. Grow tall through your left heel. Keep reaching that heel even higher up into the sky. Straighten your left knee a little more, so both your knees are straight. Then slowly engage your core and gently release your palms next to you. Keep that heel moving up. See if you can straighten your left knee even more. Keep holding. So to the best of your abilities, really, there's no perfect look to this. And when you're ready, 10, release, 9, 8. As you release, keep growing tall through your heels. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly get your big toes together, get your heels together, keep your knees straight. And now raise your heels up together for the count of 10 all the way to verticals. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with your legs perpendicular to the floor, heels reaching up to the sky, your toes pointing down. I know it's a bit painful, so go ahead. You want to curse me right now. I won't mind. When you're ready, we'll hold at 5 at 45 degrees. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Just hold at 45. Grow tall through your heels. Pull your toes back. Engage your core as much as you can. And when you're ready, drop it down, but very slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Slowly exhale, relax. So you're not even 5 minutes into your practice, and hopefully you've already started engaging your core. Now, pick up your feet once again. Don't worry. Bend your knees. Get the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your feet. Push your elbows inside your knees. Keep pushing your knees out, away from each other. Keep pulling your feet in towards your heart. Stay here and then see if you can keep rolling your tailbone further down towards the mat. So rather than letting your tailbone roll up towards the sky, keep pushing your tailbone down. The more you push your tailbone down, the more you want your feet coming in towards your heart. And you should be feeling that thing in your inner thighs, where your thighs join up with your torso. So keep gently pushing with your elbows on your calves or your inner knees. Keep pulling your feet towards your heart. And slowly, 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 let it go. One more final move to see if you can engage your core. Once again, get your feet together, but this time point your toes rather than get the soles completely together. So point your toes, get your knees in towards your armpits as much as you can, and then get your right tricep inside your right knee, your left tricep inside your left knee. Push the knees in towards each other. So you're trying to squeeze your elbows in, but then you're resisting with your arms and using your arms to keep the knees out. So there's this funny tug of war going on between your knees and your arms. Keep your palms facing up towards the sky. It's like you want to push the sky up with your palms. Then if you can, gently raise your head forward, up towards the sky. Instead of tucking your chin in, keep your chin lifted up towards the sky. Reach through your toes. Keep the pressure between your knees and your elbows. If you notice, this is your bakasan. The only difference is you're doing it on your back. When you're ready, gently release. Take a little breather. And when you're ready, roll up to seated. So get to cross-legged or Vajrasan, whatever is comfortable. When you're ready, hold on to your left elbow, push your left elbow towards your right shoulder and your left shoulder down away from the ear. So just a gentle shoulder stretch. You should be feeling the stretch somewhere in your shoulder blade, your left shoulder blade. Gently release and off to the other side. So pull your right elbow in towards your left shoulder. Keep your right shoulder away from your right ear and keep gently pulling that elbow in. Once again, you should be feeling it in your right shoulder or right shoulder blade, depending on how you're doing the stretch. Slowly release, get onto all fours. So your palms are shoulder width apart. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your hips are in line with your shoulders. Your knees are directly under your hips. Inhale to cow. So take your chin up, tailbone up. Push your navel down towards the mat. Chin up, tailbone up. Exhale to cat. So pull your tailbone down and forward towards your chin. Pull your chin in towards the chest. Round your middle back up towards the sky. Inhale back to cow. Exhale slowly to cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Come back to neutral and just flip your palms over. So right now your fingers are pointing forward. So you just flip your palms so that your fingers are pointing back and the top of your palm is facing up towards you. So you're looking kind of weird like this. So you can actually see the soft of your palm. Now your elbow may not straighten out, and that's cool. Your elbows might be a little bent. Your elbows will be facing forward. Then if you can, gently slide your hips and shoulders back. So you feel a little stretch on this part of your wrist. So just a little push back of your shoulders and hips. When you're ready, come back, unflip your palms. And now, get your right arm next to right ear, left toes all the way back, reach through your left toes, left knee straight, look up at your right fingertips. Notice your left shoulder. If you're sinking into your left shoulder like I am, pull up and out of your left shoulder. So don't sink in like this, pull up and out. Left elbow straight. Reach through your right fingertips, reach through your left toes. Pull out of your left shoulder, chin up. Slowly release. And the other side, left arm next to left ear, right toes all the way back. Reach through your right toes, reach through your left fingertips, chin up. And pay attention to your right shoulder, don't sink in. Push up and out of your right shoulder. It's like you want to reach your middle back up towards the sky. Reach through your fingertips and toes, chin up. Hold your navel in. Tighten the core and slowly release. Now, in this tabletop position, gently slide your hips and shoulders forward. So try and get your shoulders ahead of your fingertips. If you're doing this right, you'll start feeling a gentle stretch on the inside of your wrist, which is here. So keep that little pressure going. Of course, as always, don't overdo things. Respect your limits. As long as you're getting a mild stretch, that's good enough. Remember, the wrist is a very delicate joint. You don't want to overstress it. Slowly release. Tuck your toes in and sit on your heels. Shake out your wrists. Really, really shake it out. Let's do a bit of the shoulders again. So inhale, take your shoulders in, up, back, and down. So just roll your shoulders in, up, back, and down. One more time. In, up, back, and down. And reverse. So up, in, down, and back. Up, in, down, and back. Up, in, down, and back. Get back to all fours. Once again, palms are shoulder width apart, shoulders over wrists, hips in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. This time, line up your right palm with your right knee. Take your left foot all the way back so your left knee is straight. Drop your left heel down so your right toes are pointing at the left arch of the foot, put the whole foot down. Then release your left palm, get it onto your left hip. Your body is in one plane. You're now facing the left side of your room. If you want, stay here. If you want, float your left leg up. So you're kind of balanced. If you want, take your left arm up. If you want, turn your left palm towards your head and circle your left palm to point all the way forward. Pull your left toes in towards your head so you're going tall through your left heel. You want to make this really interesting. Slowly look up at your left thumb. But notice your right shoulder, don't sink in. Pull up and out of your right shoulder. Try and hold your balance. And if you find all this too much, just go ahead, put your left foot down, but keep staying in one plane. You don't want to be kinked up like this. You want to stay in one plane. Maybe even circle your heart up towards the sky. And everyone slowly, 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 slowly release. And now we do it on the other side. So get your left palm in line with your left knee. Take your right foot all the way back, straighten your right knee, drop your right heel down, put your whole right foot on the mat. So your left toes are pointing at your right arch. Turn, so you're facing the right side of your room. I've just flipped my direction so you can still see me. Make sure your left shoulder is above your left wrist. When you're ready, float your right foot up. If you want, float your right arm up, turn your palm to face your head, and circle your arm over your right ear. Push through your right heel, reach through your right fingertips, circle your heart up towards the ceiling. You want to make things interesting, look up at your right fingertips, but remember, keep pushing out of your left shoulder. Don't sink in, don't look like a weakling. Come on, push out of your left shoulder. Make it strong. Keep that heel up. So the tendency is when you focus on the shoulder, the heel starts coming down. When you focus on the heel, the shoulder starts drooping in. So keep everything up. Keep that energy lifted. 3, 2, 1, slowly release. And just get into a nice little child's pose. Take it all down a notch. When you're ready, slowly get up and stand up. So take your time to stand up and come to the top of your mat. If you're using a chair, keep the chair in front of you like I have done. Stay with your feet hip width apart. And just to get an idea of where you need to put the chair, you should be able to bend from your hips and just keep your palms on the chair. So the chair is too close. I need to keep my elbows straight, so push the chair forward. So that's where you want the chair to be. Notice my back remains straight. I'm not rounding my back, pushing my heart down. So that's where you want the chair to be. Okay, so if you've got that distance, come back to the top. And if you don't have the chair, don't worry, we can live without it. Palms in front of your heart, close your eyes, push all the corners of your feet into your mat, pick up your kneecaps, point your tailbone down, increase the length of your spine, relax your shoulders, the crown of your head moving up towards the sky. Once again, push down equally into all four corners of your feet, get into your breath. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Inhale, circle sweep your arms all the way up. Reach up. Keep your palms facing each other. Keep reaching up. See if you've already started getting an arch in your lower back. If you have, try and avoid it. Push your tailbone down even more as you reach your fingertips higher. Stay with your inhale and slow exhale. One more inhale. When you're ready to exhale, sweep your arms forward and down. Hinge at your hips. Everything else remains same. So my arms stay next to my ears. And then if you've got the chair in front of you, rest your fingertips on the edge of the chair. If you don't have the chair in front of you, just reach your arms forward. Stay with your torso horizontal. Keep reaching your fingertips forward. Maybe chin up. A little more weight in your toes than your heels. And if you've got the advantage of the chair, then rest your fingertips on the chair and push your heart down even more. So really opening up your armpits. You're feeling the pressure on the front of your ribs. Feeling a compression in your middle back. And if you don't have a chair, you can do this for yourself. You can interlace your fingers and take your palms up towards the sky without moving your shoulders. So your shoulders remain where they are, just trying to get your palms up. You're moving your heart forward. When you're ready, exhale, release your palms all the way down behind your calves. Use your biceps to pull yourselves in. Try and keep your hips above your heels. Keep pulling yourselves in. Inhale, come up halfway, heart reaching forward. And now here, turn your feet out. So you turn your toes out so that they are like 90 degrees to each other. And then gently get your fingertips down between your feet, bend your knees. Get your hips close to your ankles. If you can sit down, great. If you need to take your heels up, go ahead, take your heels up. And then get your left tricep inside your left knee, your right tricep inside your right knee. Get into Namaste. And then gently use a little force to push the knees out. And then put yourselves into your knees and say, no, you're not, I'm not going to be pushed around. So get the knees to push the elbows back in. But between you and me, let the elbows win. So you get a nice wide distance between your knees. Now, while doing all this jazzy stuff with your elbows and knees, check in with your middle back. If your middle back is rounding and your chin is in towards your chest, take an inhale, extend your spine. Try and actually get into a little back bend. I know it won't happen, but that'll at least straighten out your spine. Take your heart up, shoulders away from the ears, chin up. But don't jack your chin up like this. Keep your neck natural extension of your spine. When you're ready, get your palms down. Now, if your palms aren't fully on the mat, squiggle your way back so your palms land up approximately where you would place them for down dog. Lean your heart forward, chin up, and just jump your way to plank. And if you can't jump your way, go ahead, walk your way to plank, doesn't matter. When you're in plank, shoulders over wrists, hips in line with shoulders, and your heels are directly above your toes. Drop down to your knees, chest between your palms, but keep your tailbone up. Bend your elbows close to your body and chin on the mat. So knees, chest, chin. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep taking your tailbone higher. When you're ready, walk your knees back. Lie down on the mat. Inhale, push the mat forward with your palms. Come up to baby cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Stick your toes to the mat. If you want, release your palms off the mat. If you want, interlace your palms behind you. If you want, extend your elbows. If you want, squeeze your shoulder blades. If you want, take your palms up to the sky. Inhale, pull yourself up a little higher. Stay with your breath. Don't hold your breath. Slowly release, palms under your shoulders. Tuck your toes in, come up through your knees, hips up and back to your first down dog. Enjoy. Spread your fingers. Your palms are shoulder width apart. Take your tailbone up and back as much as you can. It helps if you pull your navel in towards your spine. Try and keep your knees straight. Push the back of the room with the back of your thighs. Release your heels gently down towards the mat. Try and keep your heels lining up behind your second and third toes. Externally rotate your arms at the shoulders, which means you want your armpits turning in towards each other, but without moving your palms. So your index fingers remain parallel to one another. Internally rotate your thighs, which means you want your heels lining up behind your second and third toes. When you're ready, look forward between your palms. Get your left foot all the way forward between your palms. Drop down on your right heel. Left heel in line with right arch. Keep your hips low, so you don't want to come up here. You want to keep your left knee on top of your left ankle. Extend your right arm. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Push down with your right pinky toe. Push your left hip down towards your left ankle. Increase the length of your spine. Relax your shoulders. Reach through your fingertips. Drop your right arm. Turn your left palm up and take it across the sky to the other horizon. Reverse your warrior. But keep moving your left hip down towards your left ankle even more. Right knee is straight. Right knee is solid. Nothing shakes that. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, intense side stretch. Reach through. Push down with your right pinky toe. Reach through your right fingertips. If you want, look up at your right thumb, but make sure your right shoulder is moving towards the wall behind. Slowly float back up. Warrior two. Windmill your arms round. Pick up your back heel. Your back foot comes all the way forward. Deep forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up and back. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Check in with your breath. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Inhale, circle sweep your arms all the way up. Reach. Exhale, fold forward. Once again, if you're with the chair, get your fingertips on the chair. If you're not, just reach your fingertips forward. Now, if you can, slide your fingertips away from each other. So you're starting to hold the sides of the chair. Pull it in a little bit if you need to. So you're holding the sides of the chair, so your arms are a little wider, still pushing your heart down between your shoulders. And then if you can, slowly lower your palms along the edge of the chair. If you don't have a chair in front of you, just very slowly descend all the way to a full forward fold. But if you've got the chair, keep descending your palms. You might have to keep pulling the chair towards you as your palms keep going forward. Use the chair, but keep this part of your shoulder, your tricep, and your upper back engaged. Keep your heels squarely on the mat and keep walking your palms down to the base of the chair. Keep reaching your heart forward rather than rounding your back. Reach your heart forward. And it only goes down because your fingertips are going down. Try and keep your arms next to your ears. Keep reaching down. And then slowly disengage from the chair and get into a full forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, heart reaching forward, fingertips down. Turn your feet out once again, 90 degrees to each other, so 45 degrees to the vertical. Fingertips down, bend your knees. And this time, maybe squiggle back a bit. Get onto your toes. So your heels have come up and you're sitting on your heels. So you can just stay here for a bit, catch your breath, check in with your balance. And if you're ready, take your arms forward. Your palms are facing each other. And then just sweep your arms down and then sweep them back. Your thumbs are facing down. Reach your heart forward. Keep your back straight. Then get your thumbs to face in towards each other and then up towards the sky. So your palms are facing outwards. Keep taking your palms up towards the sky as much as you can. Keep your chin up. When you can, engage your glutes, engage your core, take your hips up, take your heart forward. It's like you're trying to dive in a crazy way. So keep taking your hips up, keep taking your heart forward. Pull your navel in towards your spine, chin up, spread your fingers. Should be able to feel the fire, and you're on your tippy toes. Your heels are moving up. And slowly release. Just sit down for a bit. So that can get a little intense. Because you're literally engaging everything. You're engaging your quads, your hammies, your glutes, your core. A little bit of shoulder work as well. So if you feel you didn't do it well enough the last time, we'll do it one more time. So once again, get onto the balls of your feet. You're sitting on your heels. Your knees are apart. You're balancing on the balls of your feet. Inhale, take your arms forward. Your palms are facing each other. Exhale, circle them down and back. Turn your thumbs in towards each other so your palms are facing up, and then your thumbs are facing up. Your palms are facing out. Keep taking your palms up. Your heart moves forward. Keep your spine tall. Don't round your back. Straighten your back, chin up. And when you're ready, take your hips up, heart forward. Hips up, heart forward. It's like you want to dive. So don't hold yourself back like this. Lower your heart, raise your hips, and take your heart forward. Chin up. 5, 4, 3, 2, but don't let it go. Just drop your heels down. Get your fingertips down. Put your whole palm on the mat. Keep your knees bent. Jump back to plank. Knees, chest, chin once again. So, no chaturangas today. And then lie down completely. Stick your toes onto the mat. Come up to full cobra. So push the mat forward with your palms. Come up as much as you can, but make sure your hip points remain down on the mat. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Elbows are bent but close to the body. Neck, a natural extension of your spine. Stay with your breath. 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes in. Straighten your knees. Hips up and back. Down dog. Enjoy your down dog. Push your shoulders back towards your knees. Keep your elbows straight, keep your knees straight, heels down towards the mat as much as they go. You don't have to kill yourself to reach your heels down. Sometimes you just can't do it. The tendon is so tight. So it's not a defect, it's not a deformity. That's just the way we all are. You're all different. And each pose feels different in each of us. When you're ready, look forward between your fingertips. Get your right foot all the way forward between your palms. Right toes pointing straight forward. Drop your left heel down, right heel in line with left arch. Your feet are perpendicular to one another. Hips are low. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale, come up, warrior 2. Left pinky toe into the mat. Right hip down towards the right ankle. Right knee moving out to the right. Spine going tall. Shoulders relaxed. Energizing through the fingertips. Drop your left palm, take your right palm up and back. Circle through. Reach down with your left fingertips. Reach up and back with your right fingertips. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side stretch. Push down with your left pinky toe. Reach through your left fingertips. Push your left shoulder back and look up at your left thumb. Try and keep a straight elbow. Stay with your breath. Inhale, come back. Warrior 2. Windmill your arms around. Get your back foot all the way forward. Deep forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reach up and back. And palms together. In front of your heart. Close your eyes. Stay with your breath. All right, yogis, gently open your eyes. So we won't go through a flow again. We'll just carry on with the hip opening and the strengthening. So you remember we did this last time, so go ahead, do that again. Keep your spine tall. When you're ready, get your right tricep or your right shoulder inside your right knee. Extend, sorry, this is my left. Yeah, so I'm getting mixed up. So I'm using my right, so your left. Well, anyway, just do it on the other side the next time. So get your shoulder inside your knee, extend your elbow, sweep your arm back as much as you can, then bend your elbow and rest the back of your palm on your hip. So you end up looking like this. If you can, circle your other arm around and bind. Now, if you can't do this, then you just stay here with your tricep pushing into the knee and you just open your heart up. Okay? But if you can do the bind, go ahead, do the bind. And then everyone reach your heart forward, chin up, and then try and take your hips up as much as you can within the constraint of the bind. So you're not letting go of the bind, you're taking your hips up, heart forward, chin up. So you want to dive, but you can't dive because of your bind. And if you're not binding, you end up looking like this. You opened out your heart, and then you take your hips up, heart forward, and one knee gets pushed back. Stay with your breath and slowly release. Let's all just take it into a child's pose. And slowly come back up. Stay with your breath. And let's do it on the other side. I'm sorry I got confused with my right and left, so just do it on the other side. So this time I'm going to take my left shoulder inside my left knee and then sweep the arm out, bend the elbow, get the back of the palm on the hip. So it ends up looking like this, and then bind. And if you don't want to bind, just stay here. Wherever you are, inhale, take your heart up, your hips up, heart forward, hips up, heart forward, chin up. If you're not binding, this is where you will be. Keep pushing the knee out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release back to your child's pose. When you're ready, slowly, 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 slowly come up. Okay, let's practice pushing forward. So here's the setup. So what I would request you to do is just watch. So right now, don't do anything. Right now, just watch. I'll tell you when to start. So once again, we start with our heels together. Our toes are slightly out. I'm sitting on my heels. Then get your shoulder or your tricep inside your knee. Same thing. Push your knees out and your knees are pushing your triceps in. Spread your fingers. Plant your palms shoulder width apart in front of you. So wherever they naturally fall. Now with your knees pushing into your elbows, but don't let your elbows collapse like this. So your elbows also fight back a little bit. Same thing, heart up and forward, hips up. So you want to dive, but don't release. Just come onto your big toes and stay here. Stay here for as long as you can and then back down. So from the side, it looks like this. Elbows fighting with knees, plant your palms down, heart up, back straight, hips up, heart forward, on your tippy toes, chin up. And just stay here. You need to really suck your navel in towards the spine and stay here. So now you can go ahead and do it. I'll watch for a bit. When you're ready, heels together, your toes are out. Get your triceps or your shoulders, preferably your triceps, inside your knees. Push your knees in. Use your elbows to push your knees out. Land your palms. Spread your fingers naturally in front of you, shoulder width apart. Engage your core. Lift your hips up. Take your heart forward. Lift your hips up. Take your heart forward. And whenever you're ready, slowly release. So keep your toes on the mat. And once you release, get back to child's pose. So you do need to keep resting. Otherwise, you just get fatigued. Okay, let's do this one more time. So just in case you felt you didn't get enough of a practice, and I don't know whether I was being visible here. Yeah, I guess I was, but okay. So heels together, toes pointing out, lift your knees off, triceps inside knees, push with your triceps, push in with your knees, fingers are spread, palms land down. Engage your core, pull your navel in, heart moves up and forward, hips move up and just come up to your tippy toes. So you're literally pushing your mat back with your feet when you're here. Keep that pressure with your knees in on your elbows. And slowly release and just sit down. Now, if you've got a chair, use it. So turn the chair around so that the sitting edge faces you. Just do that setup. And now you might need a little bit of adjustment. So we'll do exactly what we did last time. The only difference is this time we get onto that position. We'll take our hips up, we'll reach our head forward, we'll rest our head, the forehead, the full forehead on the chair. And because you've got that support, just take your feet up. There you go. And it needs a little bit of a balance. So if it's too close, push it a little further away and try again. So you're kind of pushing your head on your chair and your feet are up. Your knees keep moving in. So now is your time. You can start doing it now. So make sure your chair is facing in. If you don't have a chair, do exactly what we did last time. Maybe take one leg up, then drop that foot, take the other foot up. Drop that foot. So if you're doing it without a chair, no big deal. Just take one foot up and then the other foot. If you're doing it with a chair, take both your feet up. When you're done, sit back on your mat and watch. This time, I'm going to use a sofa or a wall, something heavy. And once again, if you don't have a sofa or a wall, just do the same thing. Practice with pushing your palms down, taking one foot up at a time. So if you want, I'll show that to you. You place it in, lean your heart forward, take one foot off, keep leaning your heart forward, chin up, get the foot down. Once again, lean your heart forward, the other foot up. But if you're lucky enough to have a sofa or the wall behind you, get your triceps in, plant your palms down, reach up, and then walk your foot onto the sofa and the other foot onto the sofa and stay there. So you've got the support of the wall or the sofa. Chin up, core engaged, heart moving forward, and drop down. So go ahead, give that a shot. When you're ready, let it go. And now we're going to find the final full balance for the bakasana. So for those of you who might be doing it for the first time without support, it looks a little like this. So you practiced with getting one foot up. Just trust your center of gravity, take your heart a little forward, get the other foot up, and stay there. If not for long, just for 1 second and come back down. So that's for the beginners. Now I know it takes practice to develop that trust and confidence in yourself, but that's what yoga is about. You practice not because you want to get into these freaky poses, you practice because you want to develop your trust in yourself and that confidence. And the body has this ability to gauge its center of gravity. So practice that. And if you don't get it, no big deal. I couldn't get it for like months. So it's just a matter of practice. But as long as you're doing all the right things, pushing the knees in, that's very important. Spreading your fingers, keeping your palms shoulder width apart. Lifting your hips, taking your heart forward, one foot up, the other foot tentatively up, and stay there. So that's for the beginners. If you got this, you want to make it a little more interesting. Rather than take your tricep inside your knee, get your tricep on top of your knee. And then place your palms down so you don't have that additional support, and then get into your crow. If even that seems easy, get your knees into your armpits. You're raising the center of gravity. So get your knees into your armpits. You need a little bit of stretching to do that. Same thing, palms on the floor, shoulder width apart, hips up, heart forward, one foot up, other foot up. And then see if you can slowly straighten your elbows. And slowly back down. So I'm giving you about 2 minutes to practice whatever variation you want. So either take one foot off, put it back down, try and take both feet off, try and get your tricep on your knee, try and get your knee into your armpit, whatever works for you. And I know there are people like Sophia, Marco, Jeff, who would happily go into a headstand or tripod headstand from the crow. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that. So please don't injure yourselves. Take your time, be patient, and if you fall, don't become depressed. So instead of thinking of it as a failure, think of it as a fun thing. It's like a kid, they just try and then they fall and they laugh and they do it again. But please try not to injure yourselves. And you want to practice back either with the chair, your head on the chair, or your feet on the sofa, go ahead, do that. So whatever it takes to get you up into your bakasan. Crow pose. So again, there's a controversy. Some people call it crow pose, some people call it crane. Bakasan actually is a crane. But you get the idea. You're basically on your palms and your knees are bunched in. And a whole bunch of other poses that go from here. There's a side crow or side crane. And then there is side crow to headstand to side crow on the other side. And so a bunch of funny things you can do. But for now, let's just practice the bakasan. Okay, and let's all collect back into Shavasana. So just lie down. Let's all just assemble back into Shavasana. Completely lie down. Relax. When you're ready, take your right foot up. So try to keep your right knee straight and hug the back of your right thigh with your palms and then slide your palms up. Maybe get your heart up. So you're getting a little bit of a core, but mostly it's a stretch on your right hamstring. Keep growing tall through your right heel. Keep gently pulling your right leg in towards your head, but keep your left heel on the mat. Push the left heel down. Try and keep your left knee straight. Just keep pulling yourselves in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently release your head down. Keep that leg in your hands. When you're ready, transfer the hold, the grip to your right palm and gently drop your right leg down to the right. So your right elbow can reach the mat or the ground and just hold. Once again, keep growing tall through your right heel, maybe even your left heel. Try and keep both your knees straight. Relax your left palm on the mat or on the floor. Try and just relax everything. When you're ready, slowly get it back up and then hold on to your right calf with your left palm. If you can, hold on to your right big toe with your left palm and take it across to the left. So you're a little bit of a twist, and as far as possible, keep a straight knee. If you get that straight knee with holding your toe, all the better. Try and keep your right shoulder on the mat. So you're feeling the stretch in your glute, in your hamstring, a little twisty compression in your back. And slowly release. Come back to Shavasana. When you're ready, take your left leg up. Hold on to the back of your left thigh with your palms. Slide your palms up to your left calf. Raise your heart up. Grow tall through your left heel, tall through your right heel. Pull it in. And slowly release your head down. Transfer your grip to your left palm. Take your left leg out to the left. Left elbow is supported by the floor. You can even hold just under the side of your knee. Just try and keep that knee straight. Keep growing tall through your left heel. Both your knees straight. So just feeling it inside your left thigh. When you're ready, circle your left leg up, transfer to your right palm over to the right. If you can, hold on to your left big toe, otherwise just support your calf. Keep your left shoulder on the mat, extend your left arm to the side. Enjoy the twist, enjoy the stretch. Relax. And when you're ready, slowly release to your final shavasana. Bring it all down, stay completely relaxed. Your feet are slightly apart, your elbows are slightly away from the body, palms are facing up. Everything's relaxed, getting into gravity. If you want to lift your head up a little bit, tuck your chin in, and then gently replace your head down so your back of your neck is slightly long. Get into your breath, get into the here, get into now. It might be difficult to clear your head of all thoughts, but then what you do is just watch your thoughts. Don't judge them, just watch them. Don't need to get involved in your thoughts. It's like watching a movie, but not getting caught up with all the emotions. Slowly start coming back to the here and now. When you feel ready, start moving fingers and toes. Inhale, circle your arms overhead, stretch, become the tallest self possible. And exhale, bend your knees in towards yourself, towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Squeeze it in, and then gently rock from side to side. When you're ready, roll over to your right, stare your face down, blink your eyes open. Slowly come up to seated, facing your camera or your screen, palms in front of your heart, gently bow your head down. Go back to your practice. See if you're judging what you did well, what you did badly, and just remind yourself it's only a practice. You don't have to attach your ego to any of this. Much with life, it's only a life. You don't have to make something out of it. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Push your right palm down. Inhale, lateral stretch. Spiral your heart up to the sky, maybe elbow straight. Push your left hip deeper into the mat. Release. And the other side, so stick your left fingertips down. Inhale, right side, closed door. Push down, right hip into the mat. Right elbow straight. Reach with your right fingertips. Heart spirals up. And release. Namaste, yogis. As always, awesome to be practicing with you. And I'll sit here. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great night ahead.